You know, have you ever stopped to think about what happens when the owner of your favorite local spot, that coffee shop or the neighborhood garage, decides it's time to retire? It's a huge deal, right? Not just for them, but for the whole community. And believe it or not, this is playing out all the time, creating this massive kind of hidden challenge for small businesses everywhere.
All right, let's really get into this because what we're talking about here is, well, it's pretty much a crisis for Main Street. It's a problem that touches millions of people, but when you see the actual numbers, wow, they're just staggering.
So picture this. Every single year, more than 1 million small business owners decide, okay, I'm ready to sell. These are folks who've poured their absolute heart and soul into building something. They're ready to pass that torch, secure their retirement, and hopefully see their legacy live on. But here is the shocking reality of that decision. Of that million-plus owners who try to sell, a staggering 80% fail. Yeah, you heard that right. Only a tiny 20% actually manage to find a buyer and get a deal done. Just let that sink in for a second. 4 out of every 5 businesses that go up for sale just don't. And look, this isn't just some number on a chart. This failure has absolutely devastating real-world effects. We're talking about local jobs just vanishing, a lifetime of work and wealth for the owner gone, and all that community value built up over decades, it just disappears when the doors close for good. That's a pretty bleak picture, I know. But what if there was another way, a totally new path to ownership that could actually fix this problem? Well, turns out there just might be.
And that solution is being spearheaded by a company called Bread and Roses. Their whole goal is super simple and direct. They want to fix this 80% problem. And they're doing it by looking at the most valuable resource a business already has, its own people. Their mission is captured perfectly right here. It's all about unlocking the financing so that the very people who know the business inside and out, the ones who are already showing up every day to keep it running, can actually buy it. It's not just about saving a business, it's about empowering the people who built it.
Okay, so that sounds incredible, but how does it actually work in practice? I mean, how do you solve that huge financing gap that stops these sales in the first place? Well, it all comes down to finding that one missing piece of the puzzle. And here it is, the key innovation, Bitcoin-backed collateral. Okay, think of it like this. Normally, if you want a big loan to buy something like a house, you have to put up collateral, right? The bank needs a guarantee. But what if the employees don't have a house to put up? This is where Bread and Roses comes in. They use digital assets as that secure guarantee. And that single move gives traditional lenders like credit unions the confidence they need to say yes to a loan they'd otherwise have to turn down. So here's how the whole process plays out. It's actually super straightforward. Step 1, their partners find great, healthy businesses that are ready to sell. Step 2, credit unions come in and issue the actual loan to the employees. Step 3, Bread and Roses provides that all-important Bitcoin-backed collateral. And then the final amazing step, the workers become the new owners. It's that simple. And this isn't just an idea on paper. It's a whole sophisticated platform. Everything is built on a foundation of fully regulated custody for the digital assets, which means it's secure and totally compliant. It has these deep integrations with credit unions to make the whole loan process smooth. And it uses AI-powered underwriting to quickly and accurately size up the financial health of a business. It just makes everything faster and way more reliable. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like they've built a brand new financial rail. It's this whole new piece of infrastructure that connects sellers, employees, and lenders in a way that just was not possible before. And the best part? It's already been tested and it's ready to go. You know what's so cool about this model is that it's not a zero-sum game. When an employee buyout like this happens, it creates this incredible ripple effect of good things, where literally everyone involved comes out ahead. I mean, just look at this. The employers, they get the successful exit they wanted and get to see their legacy live on. The credit unions, they get access to brand new, really solid lending opportunities. Even the Bitcoin holders who provide the assets win by earning a return. And of course, the workers, they win the biggest prize of all by becoming owners, giving them a real shot at building wealth and security for their families. It's a win-win-win-win. So when you just kind of zoom out and look at the big picture, you start to realize this isn't just about saving one business here or there. This is about building a fundamentally different and maybe better future for small business in this country.
So really, what this all boils down to is that Bread and Roses is more than just a company. It's a whole new system. It's that financial rail we were talking about, designed from the ground up to finance a future where employee ownership isn't some rare exception, but something that can become the norm.
And that kind of leaves us with this one final powerful thought to chew on. What would our communities, what would our economy, what would our own lives look like if the people who power a business every single day were the same ones who got to own it? Now that's a future worth building.